Arcades are a big part of Japanese culture. This is why I made the journey from HLJ to Kawasaki to visit one of the most iconic arcades in Japan, Anata no Warehouse. However, the reason I went is probably different to what you're expecting. In shocking recent news, Anata no Warehouse announced that it was going to be closing down on November 17th, so we decided to go before it shut down. Anata no Warehouse, meaning your warehouse, is, or should I say was, a 5-story arcade facility in Kawasaki. It's part sci-fi, part dedicated remake of the original walled city of Kowloon in Hong Kong, though it also has cyberpunk aesthetics. The facility was designed and decorated by Tashiro Hoshino in 2009. Even though it's relatively new, it's made to look old and run down, and even spooky. Being one of the greats in the arcade game world, in this video I will explore why arcades are facing tougher times, and also comment on some of the footage I'm showing you now, because, damn, this place is a really cool arcade. For instance, this green pool area is actually one of the main entrances from the car park. There are also areas where mock food stalls have been constructed, grimy looking vending machines, and also even horse statues for the hell of it. There have been concerns about the sudden increase of bankruptcies at game centres. The Japanese smartphone game market exceeded 1 trillion yen in recent years and has expanded rapidly to nearly double the game centre market. One reason is the rise of social games due to the spread of smartphones. In recent years, arcade centres have had to become larger and more sophisticated in order to differentiate themselves from home-use game machines. But this extra sophistication has made playing at arcades more expensive. Costs such as electricity bills and update costs have also increased. Therefore, for game centres that continue to have low profits, it is hard to invest in new machines that require heavy maintenance costs. Thus, game machines and facilities are becoming obsolete and aging, and the ability to attract customers is reduced, leading to a vicious circle that leads to further sales decline. This goes against maintaining a strategy of keeping only the newest and brightest titles on their floors anymore. Based on initial earnings, games come and go very quickly, and older titles don't make good enough margins to justify taking up space in most modern arcades. That's why seeing a spot like Kawasaki Warehouse, with its rich collection of classic games, suddenly disappear is a massive blow. In general, arcades in Japan have always been a one-coin industry that sets the fee to play at 100 yen, mainly to increase convenience to users. So when in 2014 and then in 2019 the tax level went from 5 to 8% and then from 8 to 10%, it meant that unless arcades asked for an extra 10 yen, they had to eat the loss. Many stores decided to keep the one-coin policy and were unable to pass on the consumption tax increase onto the game fee. In my opinion, this has to be one of the reasons for business deterioration. However, while all these issues are causing harm, they may not be the reason the warehouse is shutting down. A comment on Twitter after the announcement that the warehouse was going to shut down seems to indicate that declining profits was not the issue. A Twitter user that went by Nissan states that the reason for the closure is due to a contract dispute with the owner of the building. While this information has not been confirmed by the company itself, the consensus is that it is true. Nevertheless, these issues are definitely becoming more prevalent as games evolve, and it will be interesting to see where the industry goes from here. But for now, we bid farewell to one of the greats, Anata Warehouse. Sayonara.